A very good evening to all of you. I'm Swati Sharma, your host, and I welcome you on behalf of G4S. G4S is a leading brand in the world in the industry of security solutions. Immediately after your biological needs are met, your first need of survival is safety and security. We are not only in the business of providing safety, we're in the business of creating trust. That confidence, that unshakable confidence that yes, I'm safe in this environment. There are a lot of things that makes G4S a powerful brand, and today we should and we will be discussing all these different aspects. And now we will begin this power evening. Thank you very much, sir. That was a very nice AV, wasn't it? And it is really, I think it sums up the legacy of G4S. G4S that has been securing lives for years and years, for many generations actually. Now, how many of you have heard of a gentleman named Rick Rescorla? So he's not a very well-known name. He was an American soldier, and then later he joined as a security director in World Trade Center in 1980. He recognized some vulnerabilities in the garage of that particular building, and no one paid much attention. But Rick, being a soldier, and as we know, there are many people, even in G4S team, that have been ex-soldiers. So he created an evacuation plan and he forced the employees to follow that plan and to rehearse that plan. And begrudgingly, the employees did follow it because they wondered if it would ever be used. And then came 2001, September 11. This plan saved 2,687 lives. Mr. Rick could not be saved, but his contribution is unforgettable. These small and assumably insignificant diligence becomes the most crucial part of security in the time of a crisis. And the industry that G4S represents, the values that G4S stands for, is full of such heroic tales. Some known, some unknown, but each and every one contributing to the creation of a better and a safer world. So can I have a round of applause for heroes like this in our industry? We are very, very fortunate that we are part of such a great mission. And now that brings us to our next speaker. A gentleman who has rich experience from tours in diplomatic security headquarters. Ladies and gentlemen, our speaker that I just introduced to you and is about to invite here today is RSO Consulate General Mumbai, Mr. Christian A. Schultz. I never realized that I would ever witness somebody talking about war, rocket launchers in such a way of life manner. And I think it takes a lot of courage to do what you do. And I cannot imagine the number of stories that must be buried in your mind space. I would not only like to thank you, I would like to salute you for what you do. And I would also request Rajiv sir to come forward and present a memento from our end, thanking you for this wonderful speech and for taking out the time. Put your hands together, everyone. There is a quote which goes, "Safety and security don't just happen. They are the result of collective consensus and public investment. We owe our children, the most vulnerable citizen in our society, a life free of violence and fear." Any guesses who said this? I'll give you a hint. A gentleman who was given Nobel Peace Prize, he belonged to South Africa. Mr. Nelson Mandela. I would now like to invite on stage a gentleman who has provided security to our country. a third generation army veteran, having served in Indian Army for 23 years. Mr. Singh, before you leave, you come from army background. How many of you have seen Uri? Have you all seen Uri? So this is a power evening. I wanted to do something powerful coming from you. I think we all have heard the House the Josh slogan, right? So can we have Mr. Singh as Vicky Kaushal and all of us can be and be the High Josh Brigade, right? Can we do this? Do I have a yes? Yes? So let's do it.
How's the Josh? Fantastic. Let's rock.
Yay. I'd like to once again thank you all for taking out the time and for participating with such amazing spirit. This was the G4S Power Evening. Can I have a huge round of applause for all the speakers?